Welcome, Form 4, Maths, Past Year, Mrsm. Topic, Quadratic Inequalities. Find the range of values of x. So find the value of x for the expression 26 minus 16x more than brackets 3x minus 2 brackets x plus 1. So as usual, we start from what they ask. So they're asking x. I'm going to the expression which is involving x. And if you notice, on the right hand side, if I expand 3x times x, I'm going to get x squared. And x squared is quadratic. And the symbol more than is showing it is inequality. So the expression we have is actually quadratic inequality. And from our notes, quadratic inequalities has 4 steps. Quadratic inequalities has 4 steps to solve it. That is, step 1, that quadratic inequalities must have 0. So I'm going to take the given expression, expand on the right hand side, transfer and get a 0. So I start by left hand side, 26 minus 16x. I just copy back, more than, also copy back. I'm going to expand on the right hand side. 3x times x, 3x squared. 3x times 1 is 3x. Minus 2 times x, minus 2x. And finally, minus 2 times 1, minus 2. Now I'm going to collect. Left hand side, just copy back with the more than sign. And then 3x squared, copy back 3x squared. 3x minus 2x is of course x. And the last number minus 2, copy back. Now I need to get 0. Our step 1, the quadratic inequality must have 0. So what I do, I'm going to take the left hand side, transfer to right hand side. So now left hand side, I'll have the 0. Maybe 3x squared, I just copy back 3x squared. X also copy back. Now negative 16x, bring the other side, becomes plus 16x. And then negative 2 copy back. And finally 26 transfer, I get negative 26. So we have 3x squared plus x plus 16x minus 2 minus 26. Simplify. 0 more than 3x squared, copy back. X plus 16x, I have my 17x. Minus 2 minus 26 minus 28. So if you notice, I've achieved the 0. Now this equation, I'm just going to exchange place. Okay, I want to make the expression on the right hand side. I want to write on the left hand side. So now I have 3x squared plus 17x minus 28. You remember? If you are looking from this way, this expression is less than 0. You are looking at this way. This expression is less than 0, which I have written here less than 0. So we have achieved our step 1. Step 2, we must factorize. Okay, factorizing is easy. Use the calculator. 3x squared plus 17x minus 28. If you factorize, you'll get brackets 3x minus 4, brackets x plus 7 less than 0. We have settled our step 2. Our step 3, you break up the factors. Now when you break up the factors, there's something important. 3x minus 4 and x plus 7. 3x minus 4 and x plus 7. But here, even though it's less than 0, when you break it up, you always must make it more than 0. If it is here more than 0, of course here and here will be more than 0. Even if this is less than 0, when you break the factor, it is always more than 0. So from here, I'm going to take the negative 4 the other side. I get 3x more than 4. And then I transfer the 3. I got x more than 4 over 3. Of course, multiply, transfer, divide. Okay. Next, the other side. Plus 7 transfer, I'm going to get minus 7. I have x more than negative 7. Remember, these are not the answer. It is not the answer. Because we still have to do step 4. And step 4, you must use the number line. And how are we going to use the number line? I draw a horizontal line. And then I'm going to put the 4 over 3 and negative 7. Negative 7, smaller number, I put on the left hand side, negative 7. And then 4 over 3 is bigger, I put on the right hand side. Now, we must draw the line number. You watch carefully. I can start anywhere actually. I'm going to start with x more than negative 7. Actually, negative 7, more than, you go to the right hand side. This is x more than negative 7. You go to negative 7. More than negative 7, go to the right hand side. And when you have arrow, you put the positive sign. When there's arrow, put positive sign. No arrow, negative sign. Repeat. X more than 4 over 3. I go to 4 over 3. More than, go to the right hand side. There's an arrow, put positive. No arrow, put negative. Now, negative and negative, of course you are going to get positive. Negative, positive, you are going to get negative. And finally, positive and positive, you are going to get positive. Sorry for that, positive. Now, which one are we going to take? Are we going to take the positive part or the negative part? You have to go back to step 1. Now, when you go back to step 1 over here, you notice that it's less than 0. In step 1, it was less than 0. And less than 0, of course, is negative. Less than 0, negative. So we are only going to take the negative part. Less than 0, negative, take the negative part. And that negative part is between negative 7 and 4 over 3. So which means our x must be more than negative 7, because this part is on the right hand side of negative 7. The negative one is on the right hand side of negative 7. Right hand side more than. And the same negative is on the left hand side of 4 over 3. So must be smaller than 4 over 3. So our answer x more than negative 7, less than 4 over 3. Which is our answer. So don't forget, for any question on quadratic inequalities, got 4 steps. Step 1, quadratic inequalities must have 0. Okay, and then step 2, you must factorize. Step 3, break it up and get the value of x. And finally, step 4, use the number line. We have got our answer. Thank you. I see you on the next lesson.